What a day. What a day. It's Tuesday. Whooping this week's ass. We got a show for you. Justin Hunt is here. Doing a Hater Love It with Rico Will in studio. That's always a tough one. In studio, if they lose, it is tough. I have not heard Rico Will's song, but it comes from Mikey, and Mikey is, I think he's like 4 out of 5 for the Hater Love It. So I'm rooting for Rico Will, for all of us. It's just going to be easier. I want you back. I didn't sleep last night, so I'm going to be a little stupid today. Just so you guys know. I'm 5 out of 5, Mikey says he's listening. He called me, I was like, we need him in the studio. I said, okay. I said, if he loses, I don't know what to do. He said, I'm 5 for 5. I said, all right. So there you go. Rico will be in studio. Justin Hunt will be in fucking studio. We're talking Craig Mack and Tupac with Justin Hunt. Boy, I'm dumb. Jesus Christ. But I'm smart enough to know how dumb I am. I'm not so dumb that I don't realize how dumb there's a word for that. There's like a syndrome. Can you look that up for me? The syndrome of like you're so stupid you don't know how fucking stupid you are. It's like some German word or something. Jacques Fleichenberg syndrome. Flinkenflock. You find it? What is it?
I don't think this is it, but it says the Dunning-Kruger effect.
That's where the Dunning-Kruger. That's where you're so fucking dumb you don't know how dumb you are.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Dunning-Kruger effect.
That's how fucking... Yeah, when you... man, I've been on a couple of dates with chicks that got Dunning-Kruger. I'm like, man, you're a fucking moron. And no one has told you. No, you don't even have the self-awareness to know how stupid you are. Me, I know I'm down about 20 IQ points right now. I'm fucking retarded. I drove to work like listening to... I listen to like professors do professor talks. See, that's how dumb I am. I don't even know what it's called. What do they do? Yeah, lectures. Professor talks. I listened to professors do professor talks, and I didn't understand anything the guy was saying. I was like, wow, I'm fucking dumb. Don't run into anything. You're good. Just fucking keep it going. There was like a sweet spot in the late 80s into the 90s where like a perm was still acceptable. I'm waiting for the perms to come back. Like really come back, make it back in a big way. And while we're talking hairstyles and how they always go in cycles, I'm waiting for when is the Mi Vida Loca hairstyle coming back with the bangs up and down at the same damn time? That was very popular around that same time. You know about Mi Vida Loca, bro? That was like some 90s hood movie for Mexican chicks in Echo Park. You find that shit? Yeah. I don't know where you rank that as like all-time best like Mexican hood movies. Yeah, that shit. And then sometimes they'll have the bangs going down too at the same time. Yeah, they really doing it. That's like top 5 Mexican hood movie. That, American Me, Blood In, Blood Out. That's all I got off the top of my head. Oh, it's gonna be a rough one today. It's gonna be a rough one today. But you know what you do? Even on them hard days, you fucking tighten up them boots and whoop that day's ass. Thank you, Dave. You found the Troop shit too? Yeah, buddy. Here's a Troop version of that same song. No. There's a Troop version. Phone in the friend zone. I'd be in the friend zone talking to chicks, all fat, listening to them complain about their boyfriends, being like, that's fucked up. That's why when I like cuss out John for being a bitch, it's not because I can't relate, because I was once a fucking lame. I was a lame. I was that lame motherfucker in the friend zone. Listen to the Troop. Oh, he did that to you, girl? You deserve something much better than that. Now I'm the guy to complain about. Or you sit there with the fucking phone resting on your chin. You deserve better. Yeah. Stop being a bitch. Boss up. Say what you want. A lot of people are afraid of rejection, so they don't come out with it. You know what feels worse than getting rejected? Not getting pussy. That feels awful. John wore a borrowed shirt to a date, in case you missed yesterday. As a grown man, you're not gonna get no pussy in a borrowed shirt.
It's a good looking shirt. I had nothing but compliments in the shirt.
Yeah. I can see teenagers doing that, but you're fucking grown. Or even women. But women have a different set of standards.
But I knew that his shirt would be
Did you go Dutch, or did you pay for the meal?
Can't remember.
Oh, my.
But when it comes to his shirt, it was clean. And I knew it would be pressed. There would be no wrinkles in it. And I knew it would have that sort of like tight thing that...
that form-fitting.
Right, that I do not have.
That schmedium look.
So that's all I needed.
Harsh times. I'm looking up top Latino gang movies. Blood In, Blood Out, ranked number 1. American Me, ranked number 2. Boulevard Nights, I'm not even hip to that shit. Walk Proud, Mi Vida Loca, that made top 5. My Family, Zoot Suits, I remember that shit. Carlito's Way, that motherfucker was Puerto Rican. Oh, and Colors, Stand and Deliver. That was with Edward James Olmos. He was fucking the tough teacher. There you go. I would bump Carlito's Way up. I wouldn't even count him, but whatever. It's his own thing. It's like fucking New York. All right, man. This is what we got coming up next. We got fucking Justin Hunt, The Breakdown. Don't go anywhere. It's All Out Show.
You are checking out the All Out Show with Rude Jude on demand. And now, here's the Breakdown with Justin Hunt.
What up, Just?
Jude, how you feeling?
I'm feeling fucking awesome. Feeling great. You got a couple you got some wild stories today.
Couple wild stories, man. We have a wild trend that's taking over hip hop, and it falls along a generational lines, of course. Last week, Lil Xan. Are you familiar with Lil Xan? We've talked about him.
He did that one song that everyone likes. What's the song? Rack City? No. What's this song?
Lil Xan is one of the hottest new artists out now. Stat Quo's artist. He basically is his new track right now that's blowing up. But he's got a lot of joints out. You know, there's a lot.
What was the main one though? The Gang something or
no? That's Gucci Gang is what you're thinking of, but that's not Lil Xan. Gucci Gang is Lil Pump.
Man, I'm really not even trying to clown, dog. I'm really not even. All right, so which one is Lil Xan? Is Lil Xan the one with Anne Frank on his face?
No, that's Lil and Xan Frank. That's Xan Frank. Now, Xan Frank used to be Lil Xan's producer, DJ. They fell out, though.
And now they're not friends no more, and he's Xan
friends.
Frank.
Yeah, this is Lil Xan right here. So, but basically, it's his new joint. He's got a few joints out. I think you'll hear more about him in the coming year.
Do we got a song of his that I can just hear?
No, that's OG Greedo. Here, I'll drop this link right here for you, John.
Right. So, what's his music sound like?
It sounds like, young Peep. It sounds like Lil Peep. It's in that little Gucci Gang kind of, lane. If you want to.
Lil Xan.
Yeah, there you go.
All right, let's hear. Just jump.
Betrayed's probably his biggest track.
I'm not mad at that.
So he's blowing up right now. Popular artist. He did a segment on Revolt TV called Clout 9. Now, this is where they rate things on a clout scale. And on the clout scale, they asked Tupac, where's Tupac rank on a clout scale? He gave Tupac a 2 on the clout scale.
9 being the highest.
And said that Pac is boring. Right.
Who does he like to listen to?
He listens to younger artists.
Right.
I mean, and, the clip that came out that went viral, that was the piece that they highlighted from that interview. Waka Flocka came out after that, said Lil Xan is banned for dissing Tupac. But what we have now is a trend almost of young artists.
He wasn't the first one. There was a cat from Long Beach that actually could spit. That was like...
Well, there's a few cats. I mean, OG 03 Greedo had a big paragraph about that recently. We had Lil Yachty.
So he can't name 5 Tupac songs.
Exactly. You have XX Tentacion. He did a whole rant online, said that he's better than Tupac.
So did Kodak Black, I see here.
Kodak Black. Joey Badass, he actually said he's better than Tupac as well, but from a technical, lyrical standpoint, he wasn't necessarily looking at, Pac's legacy and contribution.
Here's a tough thing to, it's easy to fucking stand on the shoulders of giants and say how much better you are than them. It's like ball players and shit like that. Like, you didn't think they'll do the crossover, and someone else did the crossover, and then you copied them and moved it forward.
I definitely understand a generation gap. I do.
Yeah,
there's certain things that go a little far. Now, here's what 03 Greedo said. This is one of the most anticipated artists coming out of L.A. right now. He said Pac sucks. He called him a bitch-ass nigga, said, do they need a nigga who can really rap to tell you Tupac sucks? Any type of East Coast, West Coast beef, cats from the East Coast, he's delusional. Pac's a great actor. Part of his music shit was acting. But I go to court on Friday. I got a whole metal leg. I'm really from the projects. I really got my hood on my face. My first major project is called The Wolf of Grape Street, the gang I'm from. Lil Xan didn't say anything wrong. Pac was a bitch-ass nigga.
To be fair to Pac, let's see. He was locked up. He was in jail, shot up, born in a prison. Like, what? Shot twice?
What?
Like, what else do you need?
Exactly.
Like, what else do you need?
He got shot 5 times. He took it and laughed.
Yeah.
Then he got shot again.
And he
Which is how
shot
he
out
was
with the
killed.
cop. Then he had to shoot out with the cops.
Like, just on low level perception. I don't think there's anything bitch ass about that series of events. Now,
I mean, what do you need to do? Like, what do you fucking need to do?
did he need face tats?
Just fight a gorilla or some shit? Like, what do you, like...
Maybe Pac needed to have face tats would have changed everything.
Or because he wasn't gang affiliated or some shit like that?
Perhaps. I mean, but that's the thing. I mean, this is where I think it's interesting, right? Because I understand the generation gap. Again, I can understand saying, hey, you know, if I really go back and listen to old school rap or even some of the first rappers, you have to be able to think about them being great at that time because they don't sound that great now anymore just because of evolution. That's just how stuff happens.
Yes.
But really getting at attacking people's, you know,
do you think he's just
credit.
I mean, do you think he's just kind of doing that to get us to talk about him? You know what I mean? Like, that's kind of what's been working for rappers the last couple years, is just trolling.
That's the other side of it. Now, is it now that cool to just come out and just throw shots at Pac or throw shots at any legend? Is it that newsworthy now? And is there a responsibility that the media needs to have in terms of writing stories about this kind of stuff? Because it goes viral every time, and you are going to inflame a whole generation of old heads or cats who came from the 90s or even early 2000s who really revere and respect these artists.
I love Pac. He's one of my favorite MCs. That being said, I'm not like a 15-year-old. I'm like, I listened to him in context. I understood what he meant at the moment, and I saw the effect he had on other rappers and how he helped shape their style. Like, I understand all of that. A lot of these people, they don't have this context, and they're just saying their point of view. Like, I'm not even mad at a fucking young kid for not liking Pac. I don't like half of y'all music either. It is generational.
I think there's a line between not liking the music and really attacking somebody's character without knowing something about him. And I think that's where 03 Greedo falls on this. Like, literally what you're saying is, here's his quote again. He says, I go to court on Friday. I got a whole metal leg. I really from the projects. I really got my hood on my face. My first major project is The Wolf of Grape Street. Tupac was a bitch ass nigga.
I think he could find other rappers to shit on way easier than Pac. You know what I mean? Like,
for a number of reasons.
Yeah, but look, Pac. There's a reason why these cats are going after Pac, is because you got people like myself who I have a radio show, and I'm like, Face and Pac are like my two favorites, and then M and Rakim and shit like that. Like, look at all these all these rappers would have been like, they're fucking old as shit compared to these guys.
I think trolling's gone too far, man. I really do. I think that once again, like,
the only way to get rid of trolling is us not fucking cover it. Like, the fact that we're covering it. This is a story. I've never mentioned 03 Greedo's name ever. And we've done 5 minutes on the fucking dude. Like, if you want to stop trolling, we have to, as media outlets, have to stop covering trolling.
And maybe stop asking these young kids what they think about Pac, right? Because that's what happened to Lil Yachty. He was asked by Ebro what he thought about the old rappers. Turned out he didn't like them and he doesn't like freestyle, and that became a whole thing. You know, this is Clout 9. This is Revolt. They asked, where does Pac fall in the Clout scale? Lil Xan is the one that said, hey, in my world, Pac is a 2. All that's fine. But going the extra route to really just assassinate a legendary character, that's extra to me. Like, it's one thing if you don't like Elvis, and it's another thing if you're like, Elvis was raping people or whatever. I mean, I'm not sure if that's the case. That's not the case at all, but maybe that's a bad example. But
I'm not co-signing nothing.
Yeah, right. It's a bad example, but still, to be able to go in and just, you know, call someone out of their name in a situation where you really don't know anything about this, that's different than saying you don't like the music.
I wonder if any of like the older cats that Greedo is around is going to say something to him. You know what I mean? Like, hey, you look here, young buck. You know, da. Like,
would you say something to him?
I don't know if I was. I don't know. What am I gonna do? Hey, Pac was a nice guy.
I'm saying,
you know,
but let's say if you had like an artist that you're working with or something like that.
I would say keep saying their shit, because you got these motherfuckers talking about it. Look, all press is good press. Now people here play me some of 03 Greedo's shit. Now we get to, he is rewarded. We are right now we are rewarding him for fucking shitting on one of my favorite rappers.
So is this just a cycle of the outrage machine?
Yes. And look, if I felt like this isn't the number one tactic that I would do, but like Trump and Ball, you know what I mean? Like
Ball brothers, they got it.
This is like it is it's been proven to be effective.
I definitely don't think Pac is beyond criticism. I definitely don't think he has the best catalog of music, for example. I definitely think his last two albums, All Eyes on Me and Machiavelli, are significantly greater than anything he put out before.
See, I love Me Against the World. I fucking love Me Against the World.
That's your joint. You talk about it all the time.
Yeah.
I honestly don't think
emotional depth.
I don't think Tupacalypse Now was that great. I don't think Strictly for My Niggas was that great. I don't think that these artists are above critique. But man,
it was really good for its time though. That's the thing. Like a lot, like during like Strictly and all that came out during like kind of like the New Jack Swing era. You can hear a bit of that in the production and in the way that he's rapping. So it's like for his time, like that was a necessary step in the progression of hip hop.
I definitely think they had some joints on it. Don't get me wrong. I definitely think there's some joints on those projects.
When my homies calling and shit, come on.
Yeah.
All right, let's go to the phone lines. 888-742-3345. Mel Blunt, go ahead. Mel.
I'm here. Yeah.
Go ahead, bro.
It's a publicity stunt, man. It's a publicity stunt. It's rebellion from the younger generation, and it's a defense mechanism. Because everybody comes down on their bullshit music, and it's not because it's young. We don't dislike most of the shit because they're young, because they're not raising the bar. And what the media and a lot of people that cover hip-hop is doing is assimilating, trying to find something good in the bullshit. And they came up with definitions like, oh, he has intangibles. What the fuck is intangibles, man? That means you don't have skills, man. And so this is my thing. How you going to go at Pac with his range? He had the street shit. He had the political shit. He had the social shit, the consciousness, and the party shit. So it's like, of all dudes to go at,
he was a rangy motherfucker.
Imitate this cat shit because of Pac. You know, you imitating the dude, you imitating his image, but it's publicity stunt, man. You know,
he's been gone for so long, and he's so far gone that they don't even realize that they're biting somebody that bit him, someone that bit him. Like that's how fucking familiarity breeds contempt. And like I think Pac is just such a integral part of hip hop that these young cats don't really appreciate him. And I'm not even mad at that.
What?
Like I'm not like whatever, dude. Say what you want to say.
It's safe because he can't retaliate, Jude. If you go at somebody else from that generation that's alive, go at Nas, go at Jay, they're gonna get heated up. They're gonna get fried. They go at the dudes that can't respond. You going at a dead dude, right? How the hell can you respond to that?
That's a really good point. The fact that you are going after a fucking dead person. Let's go to James.
No retaliation.
Let's go to James. Go ahead, man. James in Minnesota.
How you doing?
Go ahead.
How you doing, brother?
Go ahead, man.
I like to make my. I wasn't a fan of Pac, but I tell you what, Pac was a conscious brother. You know what I mean? These brothers that's rapping now, they ain't selling nothing but drugs and tight jeans and homosexual activity. So how you gonna go at a man who was about conscious uplifting their race?
You say homosexual activity?
To these brothers, man.
You say homosexual activity? I wasn't sure if I heard you right.
He did.
Yeah, I said that. I said homosexual activity. I don't have facts, but look at them. Come on, man. Pants off your ass, tight jeans, and you rapping about what? Mollies and popping pills? Come on. Pac, Biggie, all them brothers was rapping about conscious awareness, man, that's going on in the community. They not doing that, and this is what the media want. They want to put these brothers out like that so they can kill the soul that's in the community that these brothers in the past have built. You know what I mean? When them brothers was rapping in the past, they was rapping about police brutality, education, lack of education in the community, lack of jobs, you know what I mean? All this. What they rapping about now?
He's got a good point.
They rapping over a good-ass beat, talking about mollies and all this other goofy-ass shit. That ain't rap.
I remember like Rakim. Okay, bro. I remember like Rakim, Eric B. and Rakim, like Follow the Leader was a lead single, and he's saying some real like thought-provoking things. Like, that was just a lead single. You just are not going to get that. And if you do get that, it will be labeled as that. It will be labeled as, like, this is conscious rap. Back then, it was just fucking rap. It was just Eric B. and Rakim. Like, it wasn't like... It didn't need to be labeled that because there wasn't so much dumb shit out.
It's really what rap was then. It hadn't evolved to just marketing.
A.C.A. Lee.
Yeah, man, quick question, man. I just want to know if these cats that's talking about a dead man, if they have outsold him or reached his level of success or plateau. All these people asking these questions about who's good or not. You know, that's what I want to know. Have they outsold him and got to his level?
No, not many people have outsold Tupac. He's got. Look,
I think
man,
only one person's outsold Tupac. I think Eminem's the only one who's outsold Tupac.
You can say whatever you want about Tupac, but the numbers don't lie.
Exactly.
And that's what most of these cats are all about, right? Money, right? That's what it's come down to.
Exactly.
That's what I hear all these little fucking kids talking about. It's not even about the art no more. It's about money, and he outsold you.
They selling a drug culture, just like homie was saying right before. I mean, that's what they selling. They selling a drug culture and colored hair, tight jeans, and weirdo activities.
Look, and I'm not one to say that the amount of records sold means how good you are as an artist. They're saying that, and he's beating you.
Exactly.
Your own flawed logic, Pac is winning.
Yeah.
Pac was shot 5 times.
I guess you got to get whacked like Pac to sell records. So I guess we need to get as whacked as Pac to sell as many records as him. Stop talking.
I mean, this is extra level trolling here, though, man. He's calling him a bitch ass, and Pac was shot 5 times and survived.
Yeah, look, yeah, he was on. Look, I don't know if he's the toughest guy ever. I don't know if he was like fucking, like it's.
But bitch ass, come on, son.
I know, dude.
What are we talking about?
He got us. He's got a new album coming out, and we're talking about him.
I do think that like Joey Badass is someone who has been critical of Pac, and I do think there can be a debate on whether Joey Badass is lyrically better than Pac, diverse style wise, technically. I can see a debate there. That's different.
Look, man, the problem with these debates is it's like. It's 2 different generations, man. You can't... Whatever skills Joey Badass has, he can't help but be attributed to the people that came before him. They came up with rhyme patterns before him. So, yeah, you're great. But would you be this good if not for the people that came before you? So that's that's my only fucking knock on these young cats. Like, you can't compare yourself to somebody that like is.
See,
do you like Joey Badass better? Is Joey Badass better than Pac to you?
I don't think Joey Badass has accomplished as much as Pac has. I definitely think that Pac is greater than Joey Badass. I do think that Pac, from a technical standpoint, from a flow style standpoint, we didn't get to see the evolution where I think he would have gone versus where a lot of these cats start now. So I do think that
the biggest knock on Pac is a Hennessy. Like, they're always saying all he says is Hennessy, memory.
But that was his style, though.
I like that shit.
That was his style, though. I like that. But no, I'm not saying, but no, Joey Badass isn't better than Pac. But what I mean is, here's the problem I have with what you're saying, right? It's like saying, okay, because other stuff existed beforehand and everything that comes after it gets an asterisk. That to me is an unfair comparison. It's like saying like, oh, the best car is the Model T, whatever the first car was, because it was the first one. It might have been the most innovative. I'm sure it had a lot of flaws.
I give more points for innovation than you do. That's just it. That's where me and you. That's a lot of times that's where we disagree. Is I give more points for innovation than you do. Like, I just find, I think it's harder to be innovative. It's harder to come up with a new idea. It's easier to fucking copy off of somebody else's shit and then make it a little bit better.
I agree with you on that. And I don't think that, well, I put a lot of weight on innovation as well. I don't think that just because, I do think there's cats out now who are innovative. That's the difference that I see. I don't think you think anybody's innovative anymore. I think innovation with you stops at Pac and Scarface.
I just stopped listening. I just don't give a fuck anymore.
But generally speaking, though, right? You talk about emotional depth. You talk about, killing yourself at the end of the record. You talk about telling real tales and real stories. These things that have, been you are the foundation of every artist now. You talk about those primarily, and you talk about Face, and you talk about Tupac the most as those examples. So it's difficult to innovate past emotional depth. Eminem's another one you talk about quite a bit. There's another one. It's just difficult to evolve past being honest on a record. But that to me isn't something that's necessarily as much as skills based as it is something that's an honesty basis or an openness basis.
And to me, like, openness there's artistry in that. Let's go to DJ in Southside Queens. DJ.
Yo, my nigga, let's keep it a buck. I'm 28 years old, my nigga. All these young niggas, they looking for publicity stunts. They need to stop going to these outlets and saying fuck Tupac, because at the end of the day, they don't realize that the media is setting these young boys up. They know how to get clickbait. Oh, you like Tupac? Nah, that shit is boring. All these niggas gotta stop doing that shit. Like, for real. Like, at the end of the day, I'm to the point where it's like, fuck these niggas. I'm a fan of Tupac. I'm a fan of Biggie. So at the end of the day, whoever say fuck Tupac, it don't affect me because I'm a fan of Tupac at the end of the day. Like, Tupac got mad shit, like mad music. I got a whole playlist on my phone of all Tupac. Like, come on, my nigga. Like, a lot of these niggas right now is like appropriating a culture. And they feel like it's a trend to say fuck Tupac, fuck Biggie. But like Justin said, they wouldn't say fuck a Jay-Z, they wouldn't say fuck a Nas, and they wouldn't say fuck KRS-One. Because they know that the minute they say fuck Jay-Z, Jay-Z might respond or he might not respond. But if you come at Nas or if you come at KRS-One, it ain't going to be no me. It ain't going to be no I might do it. It's going to be a probably. So they got to stop coming at these niggas like it's cool. Because that shit's not cool. That's the problem. Like, it's too much of trendy shit going on. Oh, it's cool to say fuck Tupac. It's cool to say fuck this person. That shit's not cool. Point blank, period. Like, fuck all these niggas. Fuck Lil Xan. Fuck Lil Yachty. All these fuck boys.
All right. Hey, look, I think everyone's entitled to their own opinion. I don't expect these young rappers to listen to you don't have to you don't have to be an expert on rap, but there is a certain level of respect that I think one should have for the people that came and paved the way for you, help you be able to make the money that you are making off of this. Like, these are things that one should consider before opening their mouth. And it's like this is just the hubris of youth and mixed with some trolling.
And I would also like, the definition of bitch ass to really have some context around it. I don't think Pac is the one that you want to say bitch ass about.
Dave thinks Pac wasn't legit. I can't get they got him on hold too long. That was like, look, all right. We did it was 10 minutes.
Roughly.
Everyone called up. No one fucking agrees with these rappers. Except for Dave. Let's get Dave. You'll be the last one, Dave.
We got to hear Dave.
I don't agree with them. I think the new rappers are trash, and I do like Tupac and Biggie and all those guys. But I do think Pac was maybe like one of the first Rick Ross type fake, like imitating gangster rap. And here's what I base it on. There was a documentary on Tupac that came out a while ago, and he went to a performing arts school to be like an actor. He was a backup dancer, and in that documentary, they interview like a 14-year-old Tupac. And there's nothing wrong with being gay, but if I showed you that video and didn't tell you who it was, you would think it was a gay 14-year-old kid.
Even if everything he says is true, it still doesn't stop. Like, yo, he went to performing arts high school. Okay, he wrote poetry. All right, he was a backup dancer. A lot of people used to fucking dance back in the day. It doesn't stop the bullets and the fucking prison time. Like, it doesn't stop that. It doesn't negate that.
I don't think getting shot equals being.
What else do you need? What else do you need? What else do you need? To compare him to Rick Ross is like, come on, man. Come on.
I mean, I think about
That's
just
a bit
like
of a stretch.
Even the messaging. His messaging is totally different. Like he was name dropping presidents and senators. Like he had like the feds watching him. You know what I'm saying? Like it doesn't even have to just be bullets and jail time. Like when you're really trying to spark change, there's nothing bitch ass about that. I don't care if you're dancing, doing poetry at all. There's a lot of life lived after he left high school.
Yeah, man. Yeah, that everything you could say could be true, and I'm still not going to agree with what the fuck he just said.
Don't dance, y'all.
All right, here's a little Pac song for you.
You a what? Bad boy killers.
Fuck them all, let them die. That's my slogan. Fuck them all.
There you go. That was Pac to you guys from the grave. Fuck them all.
The owner of Lil Xan's 2 on the Clout 9.
He did say Hennessy in memory in that, so in that line. I picked that on purpose just because.
Everybody has their defaults.
Whatever. Yeah, I'm not mad. All right. On a sadder note, we lost a rapper today. Who do we lose?
The legendary Craig Mack passed away at the age of 46. Really young. The reports are from heart failure. He was down in Walterboro, South Carolina, where he moved his family to escape the music industry in New York City. He wanted a slower pace, and after he left Bad Boy, he put out another project in 1997, and after that, he left the music industry and found the Lord and spent the rest of his days in the South.
What a lot of people don't realize is how his song "Flavor in Your Ear," the remix, which had Biggie and I think LL was on it.
Cool J.
It really, that was the biggest hit Bad Boy had at the time, and it made Bad Boy a lot of money, and they dumped all of that into Biggie. And then, you know, the rest is history. Biggie blows up. Diddy goes on to do big things. And the springboard from that was Flavor in Your Ear, and Craig Mack.
It's incredible.
He only had one record with Bad Boy.
Yeah, that was it.
How'd you feel, man? Like, damn, I fucking helped build. Like, I just built this shit, and then you taking all the money we made over here and dumping it into this dude.
I mean, it's crazy because he never actually really told his own story. So there was a documentary that came out in 2016 on Craig Mack where it talked about, you know, a lot of the situations he was in within music and, you know, how he felt, but he never spoke on it himself. So sadly, we didn't get a chance to, you know, really hear him, you know, talk about how that time period was. But to give you an idea how much of a linchpin to Bad Boy he was, one of their first, Bad Boy's first pioneering campaigns that was really successful for him was called the Big Mac campaign. And so they had a Big Mac box from McDonald's, and inside was a CD. On one side had Craig Mack, on the other side it had Biggie. So they marketed them together, and then right after that,
they came. The singles came out the same day. It was Juicy and Flavor in Your Ear. Yep. Came out the same day, and Juicy wasn't that big of a hit till later on, like down the road. It became the sing along that it is now today. But when it came out, Flavor in Your Ear was much more popular. Actually, well, rest in peace to Craig Mack.
Yeah.
Here's the song that he is known for. This is the original. Let's go.
Yo, Mac, I don't even understand how they didn't understand you in that Mary joint.
Yeah, I
Kick
know,
that
man.
old robotic, futuristic George Jetson crazy joint.
Just like you the blab.
You are checking out the All Out Show with Rude Jude on demand.
In what might possibly be the most controversial feature on the radio today.
Bitch, don't play that shit on this radio no more.
This is the place where careers are made.
That shit was awesome. I love it.
And broken.
Yeah, what's up, you fucking poser, man? That shit was whack.
It's time for Hate It or Love It on Shake 45.
Oh, it's a very special Hate It or Love It. We got Rico Will We usually don't do hate it or love it with the person in studio.
Oh, wow. For
yes.
real?
Yeah. So this is a special occasion.
I'm honored, man. I'm honored. I thank you. Thank you.
All right, Rico. Well, let's find out a bit about you. You were born in Detroit, Michigan.
Yes, sir. I was born in Detroit, Michigan, at Henry Ford Hospital. Yes, sir.
And then you were raised in Atlanta.
No, I spent a lot of my adolescence growing up in Atlanta. Yes, I did. I was raised in Detroit, Ypsilanti, Atlanta, Florida. I've lived a lot of places, actually.
So you bounced all around.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
And how long you been doing the music for?
My whole life, actually. Since about 8, I've been started playing piano, making beats, singing, rapping. Since about 8. I'm about 24 now. So
you've been doing it for 15 years.
Yeah.
Wow, or 17 years, excuse me.
Yeah.
One of those.
Yeah,
years.
my math is a little off. So
It was just that's this many. You did it for this many years. What was some of the rap that you grew up listening to?
Jay-Z, Jay-Z, Biggie, Tupac. Even with me being born in that era and not really being, you know what I'm saying, knowing my mindset at that time when Pac was alive, Biggie was alive. Right. You know what I'm saying? I still listened to it, and I took a lot of the skills, watched interviews, and I studied it. And I studied till my mind was
Did your parents listen to it as well?
No. My mom. I was raised by my mother. You know, single parent home. And
what was she into?
Man, she was into like rock. You know, Mick Jagger. She was a hard. Yes, man, a hard Mick Jagger fan. And she loved the Rolling Stones. You know, yeah, a lot of Sade.
That's what's up.
You know,
do you hear any of that in your music? Any of your mom's influences?
Yeah, I'm definitely starting now to definitely tap into that. But you know, it's swag and blues all day, so that's kind of like the motto I live by in my music. So it's swaggy blues. You might hear the rap, you might hear the singing, you're gonna catch all type of vibes for real.
All right, Rico Will here. You can follow him at Rico Will with 1 L.
Yes, Rico Will with 1 L, RICOWIL.
And the song is called Way Up. What's the song about?
Way Up, just a new single. It's about just living your life, being way up any way you know how. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you can only go do this, go do that, be way up while you doing it. You know what I'm saying? If you can go do that, was way up, go be way up. You know what I'm saying? Just live your life and, you know what I'm saying, do it to the fullest.
Whatever always. You do it. Do your best at it.
Do your best, always. Way up, baby.
Here it is. Way Up. It is Hate It or Love It. They're going to call up and let you know how they feel about it. Rico Will in studio. Let's go way up. Way up.
Y'all know it.
Let's go to the phone lines. You ready for this?
Yes, sir.
Hate It or Love It. We got John in New York. Hate It or Love It, John.
Yo, I liked it. It was with Kanye mixed with some Migos, throwing a little ad-libs in there. You're banging, my bro.
I appreciate that, man. Thanks for the love, man.
All right, keep it going. Bye.
All right, let's see if you get some love in Atlanta.
Hey.
Cal in Atlanta.
This is some bullshit, Jude, man. What up, though? This shit is some terrible, garbage-ass bullshit. You skinny jean rapping ass motherfucker. This shit is the worst. You sound like the worst, nigga. You sound like I shit you out. You in my toilet singing, way up, looking at my ass and my balls.
At least you know the words.
This shit is terrible, nigga. This shit is terrible. Niggas is mad at you because you rapping like a motherfucking skinny jean wearing that nigga. You know how skinny jeans right now, bro. Your shit's terrible, nigga. Kill yourself.
Damn.
Way up on these niggas. Hey.
My ears hurt, nigga. My ears hurt.
All right. Okay. All right, so he didn't like that one. And
he's lying though. He's lying though. I hope he's still listening. He's lying. Like he knows the words. You know what I'm saying? Like how do you even know how do you even know like my jeans is kind of tight, B? You must have went to my Instagram already. Thanks for the follow. I love you, man. Bless you.
Let's go to Eric in Indiana. Eric.
Indiana, yeah, this is Eric, man. Hey, bro, don't listen to none of these haters calling in or nothing. You said you studied, you know your craft, it sounds good. I ain't no dick rider, none of that. I was bobbing my head to it and all that. I'm going to keep it 100, man. You sound like current. You doing your thing, man. Stay doing it.
Appreciate that, man. Appreciate the love, man. For real.
Yeah. Hey, you ain't even blown up yet, but stay doing your craft. Stay doing what you doing. Somebody's going to hear you going to blow up, man.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Anthony in North Carolina. Hate to love it.
Yo, that shit is trash. I hate that shit, man. Yo. We gotta separate ourselves, man. You sound like 95% of every other shit that's on the radio. That shit is trash, B.
I could dig.
Get that shit off the radio, B. That shit is trash, B. Yo, Jude, keep representing, man.
All right, so that was that's 2 hates, 2 loves. Let's keep it going. Scant in Boston.
Yeah, man. I like that shit, man.
All right.
Appreciate
I like
that, man.
I'm from. I mess with the A and I mess with the D hard, man. I'm from the Bean, man. Keep doing what you're doing, young fella, man. Let them all old haters hate on you, man.
For real,
You know
I
what I'm
appreciate
saying?
that.
They still stuck in that salt and pepper world, man. And,
You know
you know what I'm saying? Keep doing what you're doing, man. Keep pushing, baby. I love it, man.
Appreciate that.
Josh
Thanks.
in Harrisburg. Hey, I love it.
Yo, I love that shit.
My nigga, I appreciate that, bro, for real.
Yo, I heard a lot of shit on this radio station. I heard a lot of hate, but that was one of the better ones I ever heard on this station.
Appreciate that, man, for real, for real.
All right, let's go to Mark in Columbus. Hey, to love it.
Man, I wanted to like it because you sound like a good dude, but that shit is fucking garbage. You sound just like Lil Uzi Vert. You said you studied Big and Pac. I think you need to go re-study some Big and Pac and all the greats because that shit was fucking awful.
Damn.
Thanks, man. Appreciate you.
Jeremy in Washington. Hey, to love it.
I love it, man. I'm kind of old school, but it fits today's genre.
Hey.
The production was really fucking sweet, so I was digging it. So good job, man.
Appreciate you, man, for real, for real. Appreciate the love. Thanks for listening, man, for real.
Deanna in Milwaukee.
Hey, Deanna.
Hey, I liked it. I thought it's a bop to me. I could dance to that. I'm in my car riding right now, and I was bopping a little bit. I was like, okay. It does sound like a lot of stuff on the radio, but I definitely feel it. I can feel it.
All right. Robert in Dallas. It's the last call.
Hey.
Robert, hey, to love
Hey,
it.
I love it. I love it, man. I was bopping to it. It didn't sound like all the trash that y'all normally play on Hey, I Love It, which is, I just sit there and laughing like, what the fuck, how these guys get on there? So I love it.
Well, man, thanks, man. I appreciate the love, man. Appreciate you.
Rico Will, congratulations. You won. Hey, to love it.
Hey, thank you, man. You know, the W, you know what I'm saying? It's R-I-C-O-W. The W come first. It's Will. Where there's a will, there's a way, baby.
I got to tell you, I'm glad because it would have been uncomfortable. You know what I mean?
Especially because I'm here.
Yeah, I know. Like, yeah, that would have been a tough one. So I was rooting for you. You came through. Yeah. You won. You can follow him at Rico Will. That's with one L.
Yep. R-I-C-O-W-I-L.
Let's get it. Thanks again, Rico Will.
Thank you, Jude. I appreciate that, man.
All right, that was Hey to Love It. Don't go anywhere.
I'm from West Side, Ponte Tree. Fuck all the fake bloods and the enemies.
You are checking out the All Out Show with Rude Jude on demand.
I wish a motherfucker would. I wish you motherfuckers would. God damn it. Wish you would go see Eminem at Coachella. You want to win tickets? Tickets for two to go to Coachella, one of the biggest music festivals in America. I'll say in the world. Fuck it. We'll just say the world. Prove me wrong. Eminem, Beyonce, and more. If you like that old Detroit shit, Moody Man's going to be there. And Carl Craig. Beyonce. The Weeknd. Eminem. So what's it? This one is for Eminem's weekend, clearly. Saturday, April 14th, and Sunday, 15th. How does that work?
It's the same both weekends.
Oh, is it?
So they have the headliners for both weekends. It's just back to back.
Oh, that's gangster. All right, bet that. All right, so you can see Beyonce and Eminem. One grand prize winner will receive a trip for two to Indio, California, with airfare, hotel, and a pair of 3-day VIP passes. The VIP is very important. That way you don't have to be with the fucking peasants. You can go chill in the back, drink free drinks under tents and shit like that. Fucking umbrellas. Go to SiriusXM.com/Coachella. That's Coachella. Is it Coachella 2018? Sirius.com/Coachella 2018 before March 23rd. Sirius.com/Coachella 2018 before March 23rd. No additional purchase is necessary to enter or to win. Boom. There you go, guys. All right. Play some music and come on back.
You are checking out the All Out Show with Rude Jude on demand.
Shade 45, listen to All Out Show. Hey, I wrote a book. It's called Hummingbird. I will be in Dallas signing. That's the good news. Inner Bang Book, 7 p.m. Dallas. The bad news I just found out is that's fucking St. Patrick's Day. So it's me versus beer. And they
how'd you not know that going in?
I don't got hookups with bookstores. These are my publishers. They did it. And I'm not going to throw them under the bus. I did the same shit. I went up against the Michigan State in Detroit and got fucking fucked. I mean, people came, but like, man.
Well, they can go to the signing, do a little pre-gaming, then head out to the bar.
People usually start drinking around, what, like 4?
Yeah, it's a mess.
And it's gonna change. And it's gonna change what I read. I don't even know if I'm gonna read. I might just fucking shake hands, sign, and be like, "Go get drunk, man." Mrhbee books if you're not a drinker, or you don't give a fuck about St. Patrick's Day, or you feel like getting wasted, taking an Uber, showing up at fucking plastered at a bookstore, and taking a picture with me. Oh, it's gonna be a shit show. It's going to be a shit show or a no-show. It's going to be like me and 3 people. 7 p.m. You know what? Do yourself a favor. Start drinking around 8 o'clock. Come by the sign in Dallas. 7 p.m. Bring a flask. Some fucking Irish whiskey, some Powers. Look at you. Yeah. Mrhbee Books, 7 p.m. Dallas. Come see me for St. Patrick's Day. I'm part Irish. I'll wear green. Yeah, look at that. Boom. It's settled. It's fucking settled. No one's pinching me, sir. Get a book. We got the news coming up next. Going to Mars and how deep is a vagina? Vaginas and Facebook. The types of Facebook users. What kind of Facebook user are you? Do you still use Facebook? That means you're 60.
Phones for criminals.
Criminals and phones. That and more. Here on the All Out Show. Do not go anywhere.
You are checking out the All Out Show with Rude Jude on demand.
And now, it's time for News from the Chin with John Z. Matthews.
There is a study out looking at Facebook users, and they've decided to put them in various categories here.
Facebook?
Mm-hmm.
What are the categories? Fucking.
All right, you've got 4 different types of people out there.
They're complaining about politics. They're showing your children. They're complaining about health.
Health, okay.
Or they're like, oh, I just went to the doctor. And then everybody says, what? Why? That's another way to get attention.
Well, the official categories here, the relationship builder. And these users respond and react to others' posts and use other Facebook features to build on and strengthen their relationships.
With other people?
Yeah.
All right. Okay. I can't figure out fucking Facebook to save my life, so I don't even go on that shit. My homie Matt just updates shit for me. I don't know what the fuck is.
But you don't want to connect with your high school friends?
I hate hearing what they have to say. There's a couple of them like, I like you way more on real life than I do on Facebook. Like your worst you comes out on fucking Facebook. Their virtue signaling and their fucking opinion on fucking everything. Like, I know that I'm dumb, so I just shut the fuck up about things. It's my friends. They just fucking always, there's just something to say on everything. It's like, shut the fuck up. All right, what's the other one?
All right, so there's another category here, the selfie person, and these types of selfies thrive on the attention that Facebook provides them. They post to collect interactions, likes, comments, things like that. They get very, very excited about that.
I used to be selfie guy on Instagram because I was convinced that like chicks wanted to see selfies, and then I saw my actual numbers, and like I have no girls following me, so I stopped doing selfies. I was just bumming dudes out. I was just fucking bumming out the guys that follow me. Like, dude, stop it.
So what, you'd be at dinner and you just take a little shot of yourself?
I don't know, man. I just take a selfie like, hey, threw on fucking, put on a tie today. selfie. A couple chicks like it, you know what I mean? But I was just alienating people, man, so I stopped. I'll do a selfie every now and again, but it was like when Hyena first came out, literally one dude that I forgot he was famous. I forgot who he was. He was like, this guy's Instagram is pretty good. He's pretty funny if you ignore all of his selfies. You should check out his book, Hyena. And it really made me check myself. I was like, damn, dude. This famous dude thinks I put up too many selfies. What's another category of Facebook user?
Something called the Town Crier. And
that's who I was talking about.
They have little interest in building their own profile and are more interested in sharing stories with others. They prefer to inform their followers about news, events, memes, anything else happening around them that they need to push out there.
My homegirl, this is sidebar shit. She's in Facebook groups, and they just like talk about like television shows, and then they make friends with each other, and like show up at parties. Like I met some of them.
Really?
They was bad too. I was like, damn, dude, where all these bad chicks come from? They're like, oh, we're all in the same Facebook group. Like, no shit, that's for real.
And they actually talk about TV shows? Well, it could be anything.
It's one TV show. I forgot the name of it, but yeah. Fucking Emma. Her people. Some bad chicks watch that TV show too. Some baddies. I guess that's helpful. The news, you know. Do you ever get any of our news off of Facebook?
Never. Well, because it's just not.
Why are you so defensive?
No, I'm conditioned that way. But no, I mean, I've got other places I mine. But Facebook, people are sharing like shit. It's once it reaches there, it's already.
I'd hate to see your fucking Facebook feed. Jesus Christ.
That's just.
What is it? Just fucking weed growers?
That's actually quite a bit of it.
Yeah.
That's where I picked up all my people up north.
Weed growers and third wave feminists.
There's a lot of that.
I knew it. I fucking knew it.
People love bluegrass music. God, I just fucking hate that shit. It's all over the place.
Fucking bluegrass. God. Yeah.
There's also finally the window shopper, and they want to know what everyone else is doing. They monitor their news feeds, but they don't post. They're just sort of lurking. If anything, that's I think where I hang out.
That's you.
I'm a lurker, checking out little girlfriends and shit like that. Not in a aggressive way.
We've all done it. We've all been there. We've all been there. Faded on a fucking Thursday night.
Oh, we could add something.
What are they up to? Fucking doing something better than this. Fucking yeah. I don't know. I don't lurk. I don't be on that shit.
Deb, you do somewhat with the Instagram people, I think.
Yeah, I'm always on Instagram. I think Facebook's actually better, but I just don't know how to work it, so fuck it. I feel like Facebook's for old people.
You're not alone. That's almost a fact.
Is that yeah? What the fuck I want to be on Facebook for? My Aunt Barb used to say some dumb shit, and then my Aunt Judy stopped following me because I said a cuss word. I was like, you know what I do for a living. She's very religious. And that's been years. Shout out to both of them if they're listening. I love you to death, but yeah. Give me something else to talk about. I don't want to talk about Barb.
So there is this company. They were manipulating BlackBerry phones for criminals, real criminals, like dangerous drug-dealing thugs and other killers and people like that. And
dangerous drug-dealing thugs.
Well, I mean, like real, like Mexican gangster people. Now the FBI, they've just busted the CEO of this company. And it's called Phantom Secure.
So what were they was hacking BlackBerry so that they could communicate with each other without being traced? Is that basically it?
Exactly it. And it did not come cheap. These phones, I think they were sold for about like $2,000, and then you had to subscribe to their data service for another couple grand. That only took you like for 6 months. But
well, if you fucking flipping keys, what the fuck is $2,000? It's nothing.
Vincent Ramos.
It's better than me having to fucking communicate in emojis trying to get drugs. It's fucking pathetic.
But members of the Sinaloa drug cartel, they were one of the clients.
You can start shouting out drug names,
right.
bro. That's John. I ain't got nothing to do with this shit.
They're very nice people.
Man, what's wrong with you, man?
But you can even go to their website still, so I'm not sure what's going on. But if you want to get on a phone, I'd get it soon. But you can watch their little ad here talking about their.
All right, let's see their ad.
Their products. Phantom Secure.
Securing businesses across the globe for over a decade and recognized by government agencies and cyber experts as uncrackable.
Encryption is essentially the art of being able to scramble information so that it's unrecoverable for everyone other than the intended recipient.
730 has been told that Phantom Secure's encryption is so strong, even the country's electronic intelligence agency, the Australian Signals
You're selling me on this shit,
can't
bro.
crack messages sent from one Phantom phone to another.
Secure your business today.
Even if it's selling drugs.
Phantom Secure.
Flip a brick.
But the FBI, they're on them, shutting it down.
Don't you find that a bit fucking problematic that the FBI is stopping a business from being able to help people communicate without being tracked?
Sure, but they're out there knowingly.
He had accent. That's all I know. You pay with cash, you had accent. I don't know anything about it. I don't know. Really? He does that? No shit. Seemed like a nice guy to me. I like the idea of people not being able to track you. Like, and if you want to buy something where you can't be fucking hacked and tracked. I like that
That's what
idea.
this is for.
I'm all for it. It's a damn shame it's going away.
Well, the guy was picked up, so what will happen next, I don't know. But the devices are typically sold in Mexico, Cuba, Venezuela. The Hells Angels, they like using these. Some 20,000.
You just shouting out every gang, aren't you, huh? He be on the Wilshire bus, y'all.
That's what it says. That's
Don't
what it
come
says.
by here. That's all I'm saying. Man, you a dumb motherfucker, bro.
Saying that name is not going to get me in
I
trouble.
would just stop saying
Yeah.
any.
I was about to say another one.
You pitched me another news story about a Crip. I'm like, we not talking, like, I'm looking at it like, we in L.A., right?
I had that same thought. It's like, you know what? That could go south on me. I should probably...
Why are you doing that to us, John?
It's good video.
Quit fucking with don't fuck with gangs, man. Like, we got enough news content for us to not be shouting out fucking gangs.
Yeah, I saw a legit gang. I'm not going to say the name, in a bar the other night. I was like, damn. They had the leather jackets on, the whole thing.
Yeah, my homie used to my homie used to bounce a bar like that.
It's like, I don't need to be here anymore.
I was shooting pool. I was like, let me chill the fuck out.
Look like very nice guys then.
Yeah, I'm sure they were really great over in Highland Park too. They were really fucking nice. This was years ago. Now it was like 2 years ago. I was in Highland Park and there was some old white dude buying coffee next to me, and I was like, "It's over for y'all. It's a wrap. Wrap it up. Done. Gentrified. Poof." I actually was arguing with one of the gang girls, and she was talking mad shit to me. I was like, "Keep talking that shit. You finna be kicked out this neighborhood in about 2 years." I was right. She's like, "I'm gonna get my cousins." So I'm gonna get to it. Yeah, I ain't gonna get nobody. I'm just gonna wait 2 years for you to be gone. She ain't there no more. She's in the IE somewhere.
Seems likely.
Yeah. Gave her the fucking boot. Won that argument.
Cosmopolitan. They've put together a useful list here, answering some questions about the vagina. But how deep do you think the average vagina is?
5 inches.
3.1.
No.
That's what it says. And that's
how old is this? Whose vagina? Oh, but it stretches.
Yeah.
It expands.
That's another fun
It's like
fact.
resting vagina's 3.1, but then like fucking vagina gets deeper. Because I see tiny women take mad dick. One of the biggest pussies ever that I've ever encountered was on a fucking 5-foot Chinese broad. And I was like, this is the biggest pussy. How? I've never felt more inadequate. I was like, this is how? Like, there's like mid-stroke. I'm like, she feels nothing. This is not affecting her. She was making faces at me. Literally, like I was a 4-year-old.
But it gets longer with stimulation when aroused. The vaginal depth elongates to about, let's say, 4.7 inches. This is Masters and Johnson's.
I'm not saying anything.
These people,
it just doesn't seem right to me.
All right. Also, during arousal, they're saying here the vagina doubles in size. According to the book, The Science of Orgasm, during sexual excitement, the vaginal canal relaxes and dilates, as we talked about there.
You're giving me all this mixed information. It goes from 3 inches to 4 inches, then it doubles in size. Wouldn't that be 6 inches? Or would it...
Well, I mean, they're saying here that, it gets long with stimulation, and then it even doubles in size during arousal.
Sideways, too. Tenting, they call that.
That's absolutely correct. How'd you know that?
Because I like pussy, bro. Shit is awesome. I like to know about it.
The clitoris also gets bigger during arousal. And the clit that becomes engorged with blood during arousal, like a penis during an erection.
That's what our dick started off as, was little clits. And they're gross. Every dick was a clit. Remember that. Tell that to your girl at dinner tonight, guys.
Back to the G-spot. What you've heard about it, and I agree with this, it doesn't exist. That's what No, it's a myth. It is a myth. Now, this doesn't mean there aren't certain areas inside the vagina that feel better than others, and some are saying that it could just be an extension of the clitoris, because it actually goes deep inside the vagina as well, so another part of it. So it's not necessarily...
I've never made a woman feel good. I don't believe it.
There have been a few who clearly enjoyed it. Clearly. Guaranteed. They got off on it. Promise.
I don't think there's any G-spot. I don't even think they like sex.
I've met the women who've enjoyed it with me. Swear to God.
You've met the... I hope so.
Saying there are a few out there that I guarantee they would vouch for me.
All right, John. Fucking, you got a mean stroke.
Not everybody.
You got a mean stroke, Johnny.
A couple.
Hit him with the magic fingers. Who knows?
Yeah.
Hit him with them jazz hands. Hit the clip with them jazz hands, boy.
Right in the panties.
Haraka. Yep. Go get him. Can't nobody look at each other right now either in the room. No one can look at each other. Like no one can make any eye contact right now.
I've had sex. What? I just don't understand it. Everyone thinks I'm just an asexual freak.
You seem like one.
A little bit.
You won't fuck your girlfriend.
That was very complicated. There's a whole story there.
Is that the news, or are we going to talk? Do I got to think about you naked? There's one more? Jesus Christ.
If you want, Elon...
Just give me the last one.
All right, Elon Musk.
How long have we been doing the news for?
20 minutes.
All right, give me Elon.
All right, Elon Musk.
All right.
He is hoping to go to Mars in the somewhat near future, and he's saying there's a good chance the first people out there will die.
Yeah.
Yeah, it doesn't sound good to me.
Makes sense to me. They haven't done this shit before. They shoot a motherfucker out into space.
But he's hoping to start testing his rocket for this next year, and they're talking about some mission there in 2022, and then finally sending these humans out there in 2024, which sounds outrageously optimistic. But he's saying, if you go...
You ain't coming back.
Good luck. I don't want to do that. You?
Man, I wouldn't do it to go to Mars, but like, if someone's like, you can go to another planet, chill with some aliens, and then just die there, I would do that.
Yeah, but this isn't Star Trek.
I want to leave this world all the time. There's so many times I'm just looking around like, really? Let me get the fuck out of here. Like half those stories you tell me about schools and shit like that, I'm just like, these fucking asshole kids. Let me just fucking go to another planet, chill with some aliens. See about this alien pussy. How deep is it? Is there a G-spot on alien pussy? Shit like that I want to know about. Does it smell? These are all things that cross my mind. Will it kill me? Who knows? But I'm not going to Mars. Ain't shit on Mars. What the fuck is on Mars?
Nothing.
It's a fucking rock.
Absolutely nothing. You'll get there if you get there, and then you'll probably die.
It's basically you just get to go. You get shot off, and then you just...
That's it.
You're in some room. You're like in a fucking capsule.
What a nightmare.
I'm not signing up for that either. I'll sign up to go to another planet with people on that bitch. But I'm not. You not shoot me off just onto another fucking rock. Looks like I'm on a desert or some shit like that. Like, bitch, I could have just went to the desert and not died.
I mean, I guess the idea is you'd be famous. You're a trailblazer.
I mean, that makes sense. That's cool, but like, I'm not interested in that. But I would leave this world if there was like some other shit. There was like, Jude, there's another fucking whole another place. You want to go? When?
That'd be fun.
Hell yeah. Get some clean drawers. I'm out there. Pack up. Toothbrush. Fuck out of here. Peace. I wouldn't even call in to work. Actually, I would. I'd be like, hey, I'm not going to make it today. I'm fucking leaving. Forever. Bye, bitch. Hey, John. Suck my dick.
Thanks, Jude. Yep.
There it is. Elon Musk. Hey, I got to tell you, man, that SpaceX shit was impressive. When they shot that motherfucker off and then landed that bitch, I was thoroughly impressed.
If anyone can do it, he can, seems like.
Yeah, he's fucking crushing it with space. That's where it's going to be, the private sector. They're going to push this shit along.
That's what he's saying. Once he gets out there, then other companies will say, hey, let's go.
Yeah. Private sector is going to push us along. NASA ain't done shit in fucking 40 years. They went to the moon. And half the people don't even believe that shit happened. Do you believe in the moon landing?
Fuck yes.
I do too.
My God. Those idiots.
There's a couple things that I can get in line with.
I know.
But I'm like, I don't know, dude. Seems about right. But a lot of people, the whole argument is like it's the fucking Good Will Hunting argument. Like, oh, you wrote such a good script, write another one. Matt Damon. Because they said it was ghostwritten.
Sure, and then when you sit down and you watch the videos on YouTube, I'm like, oh, look at the wires we're on the moon. No.
You know right now, like, people are blowing up our fucking... We got the phone lines turned off. People are blowing up our phone talking about the moon landing was a hoax. Let's get one of those motherfuckers on there to fucking tell us. I'd love to hear from them.
Oh, they drive me crazy.
Done. All right. There it is. If you go to Mars, you'll die. There was a moon landing. And John doesn't think there's a G-spot. That was the news.
You are checking out the All Out Show with Rude Jude on demand.
That was the show, y'all. Thanks for listening. Shout out to Justin Hunt, company man on everything. The company man on everything. Rico Will as well. Danica on the phones. Chris on the boards. John is reading the news. Alex is the producer. My name is Jude Angelini. Also, I will be at Mrhbee Books, Dallas, Texas, 7 p.m. Come fuck with me. Dallas, Texas, 7 p.m. Mrhbee Books on fucking St. Patrick's Day. Why the fuck not? Who needs to get drunk when you can fucking bring your own whiskey, get drunk at the bookstore, and have me sign a book? Take a picture. Fuck with the kid. 7 p.m. in Dallas. I will be there. It's right next to the Einstein Bagels. I'll just be